takes 15 seconds to actually memorize or put in a good memory in your life to store it, as opposed to bad thing. When something bad happens, it kind of hits you really fast. Hi guys, welcome back to Kunani. How are you? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're okay. Well, sorry for my voice. I'm running a cold and well, I'm okay. So I was listening to John Carson and the son Ben Carson, and they have a new segment. I think it's like two section or segments in. And it's about 2020. They call it 2020. So they speak on issues. They just get a topic and just discuss on it. And something caught my attention, or rather got my interest. And they were talking about it takes 15 seconds to actually memorize or put in a good memory in your life to store it, as opposed to bad thing. When something bad happens, it kind of hits you really fast. And I know you can experience this maybe going through your social medias when a comment is really bad. It really hits you compared to maybe you've received 1,000 good comments about, I like this show, I like ABC. But when you get that one negative, it hits differently. So it got me thinking, and I just want to maybe give a few pointers and put it into perspective. One, the learning perspective, maybe it will help you if you're in school, or maybe you want to put this knowledge to your kids to help them memorize and be able to retain whatever they're learning. And the other perspective is for us to just be able to live. Say is acronyming it. And if you want to learn faster or maybe retain faster, is just acronyming it, like the ionic table in chemistry, and you can't be able to list all the ions from 1 to 20, and you want a shorter way of just memorizing this, just put an acronym. Whatever it will come up to you, you just write it in an acronym and just look for words, or maybe a sentence. It can be a sentence, so that when you remember this, it's easy for you to maybe now list down whatever you're supposed to list down. So the first one is acronyming, and I'll say that because I've lived in a practical setting where I used to use a lot of acronyms in terms of for me to be able to learn faster. So acronym it for your kids, for yourself, and I'm sure you're going to grasp whatever you're supposed to grasp. So the other way of learning faster is sleeping on it. So definitely, from my perspective, I used to learn better when I was maybe revising or reading in the evening. I know some people understand or grasp things easier when they wake up in the morning. For my case, it was different. So try to understand yourself, or maybe your kid, and try to just fit in whatever you're trying to make them learn into their perspective, or maybe how they are. So for me, I found sleeping on issue is really fun. Is sleeping on things makes me recall them very easy. And then immediately when I'm done reading, I'll go sleep. So I am not very keen in waking up very early morning to read. It's not my thing. Or I could do, but I didn't feel it had an impact on me. If you're in a position to take maybe 40 to 50 minutes nap, you can do that. Assuming you are in school, you have no time to go and I need to go sleep. Well, you can do that maybe during the whole day, whatever you've learned, just sleep. And then the next morning you can go and revise it. So don't maybe go through a lecture and then in the evening you still do that, and then in the morning sometimes it's all evaporated. So whatever you've learned, maybe just think about it here and there, but don't read more, and then sleep on it. Next morning you can now recall it by revising. Well, that's from an academic perspective. The other angle, which is now for us big guys, chilling with the big guys, Well, for us is meditating on it, and that's basically you just thinking, researching on it, and maybe spending some quality time on just one aspect. You know, when something good has happened to you, you can just recall how it made you feel, trying to create the memories so that that thing can stick in you. I know it's easy to forget good memories or maybe the good times because of one single thing that has happened to you, or maybe one single comment, or maybe one single event, and it takes off all the good memories. But I want to tell you, recalling it or maybe meditating on the good things can be able to maybe change your mood, because it brings back the good memories. It, you kind of reflect on things, and that just brings out some other good experiences that you've ever had, and it makes you just good at the end of the day. So I just want to put it out there to anyone who just wants a way to kickstart a day, a way to just know how to negate all the negative, a way to just cope with these negatives and just be able to focus on the positive. Just try to go through it in terms of a way that you can learn faster. So that was it from me to you with love. Have a good time. See you next Thursday.